Fuck school.
School's a scam. And it's the biggest scam on earth.
I hate school. I hate it. I just want to make YouTube videos. That's all I ever want to do.
College and university today is the biggest scam and waste of time ever.
I feel like school kills your spirit.
Because we know what the fuck school was made for. Why are we pretending? We know school was created to create workers.
But if you stay in school, you'll be rich. And I said, Dad, you stayed in school. You're still not rich.
If I were to give you $100,000 and say you can get a degree, or you can buy a crypto, or you can start your own business, or you can do anything you want with it, who's going to choose a degree?
No one, probably.
Nobody!
The fuck X is. No fucking idea. A lot of useless information gonna pass on to me in school.
I hated going to school, so guess what? I was dumb as shit. I saw myself as the weakest person God ever created, but I never blamed God for anything he did to me. So I wanted to change to be the hardest man ever created. Am I that? My goal when I was sitting there, not going to school, being bullied, having no self-esteem, my goal was the only person that's gonna turn this person around is me. The only way I can turn it around is put myself through the worst things possible a human being can ever endure. And that'd be the only way that I can build this brain to handle anything that comes in front of it, callousing my mind through pain and suffering.
I hated school with a passion, but she forced me to go to community college. And that was the worst thing ever. Like that made me hate life. Like borderline suicidal. I just can't stand like having to just sit there and listen to this dumb stuff and listen to some teacher read out a book. So what I did was I would act like I was going to community college, but I would just work on videos in my car and edit and stuff like that. I had straight zeros. And so now the clock had started because once my mom found out, I was screwed.
Were you aware of that? Like, that you're running a risk?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And so I would act like I was going to college that whole time, but I wasn't. And I didn't have enough money to move out. And that was kind of when I was just like 15 hours a day, all in. I was like, I'm fucked if this doesn't work. And I had some videos pop off. I couldn't tell you which ones, but I had a month where I made 20 grand because I just had some videos just do really, really well. And then I came home and I was like, I haven't been going to college, and I moved out the next day. My mom almost had a heart attack because she didn't understand YouTube or anything back then.
The modern education system is nothing but an indoctrination machine. I think they use it to indoctrinate the youth. I think it's a waste of fucking time.
What, to brainwash people?
To brainwash people, of course it is. School's a scam because it operates in a vacuum. It cannot be fairly compared to any other service. You can get a loan for school, but you can't use that money for anything else, because if they were to open it up and put the education system into the fair market of capitalism, it would fail. If I were to give you $100,000 and say you can get a degree, or you can buy a crypto, or you can start your own business, or you can do anything you want with it, who's going to choose a degree?
No one, probably.
Nobody. So they say you can only get the money if you use it for education, which allows it to operate inside of a vacuum. Because it operates inside of a vacuum, it is one of the few things on the planet which is allowed to be non-competitive. It's not competitive against any other investment. Everyone knows that. But you can only get the money for that. So you can't get the money to invest in anything else. So you end up doing it, learning something that is outdated, slow to learn. It doubly inflates. There's more degrees every single year, meaning the value of a degree decreases, and the price goes up every single year. So it's worth less each year. It costs more year on year. There's no other industry where you can even get away with that. People say to me, well, what else am I supposed to do? I say, I'll tell you what, I'll start a school, and my school will teach you how to make money. Because what do you want to work for? Oh, I want to work for my passion. Fuck off. What do you want to work for? I want to work for money. You're the guy I need. Because there's people who really only want to do what they enjoy. That's fine. You're never going to be rich that way. Go work in the zoo and clean up pig shit because you get to be near an elephant. That's your thing. Go do it. So the people who are serious, the people who are smart enough to go, I only work because I want money. I don't care what I do. I just want money. Cool. Then you can come to my school.
So I didn't want to go to college. I hate school. I just want to make YouTube videos. That's all I ever want to do. But I didn't have the best grades in school. Didn't really have a job. I wasn't making enough after I graduated high school. So my mom was just like, either you go to college or you move out. So I go to college, it's community college, and I just couldn't stand it, man. Literally just 2 weeks, I just stopped going. But I didn't have enough money to move out. I wasn't making anything. And then I would act like I was going to college, and then I would like just sit in my car in the college campus and just work on videos or edit. I was like talking to James. I don't know what the fuck's going on, but like I've just been grinding, and I just made like 20 grand a month. I'm ready to like tell mom that I'm failing every class and I move out tomorrow. He's like, okay. And then I'm like, yeah, mom, I have zeros and everything. I haven't been going. And I was like, I'll move out tomorrow. And then I moved out the next day, and she was so mad.
My whole life, I mean, I don't know if people believe in God or what. I don't care what you believe in. There's been this unrelenting voice in my head. We all have this voice. It's the right or wrong voice. And a lot of times that voice guides us into comfort. And my voice guided me into comfort a lot. But I have this other voice I heard my whole life saying, hey, motherfucker, what are you doing? No, man, we got to go over here. We got to go over here to that rock pile over in the fucking corner. where nobody's at. That's where victory's at. We're over there in that corner. So this voice was giving me all these answers. I wasn't a real smart kid growing up, but I had this crazy voice in my head saying, over there is where the fucking answers are. And I didn't want to listen to it because over there was pain. Over there was me looking in the mirror. Over there was me being accountable for all these things I went through my life. Even though people put them on me, it's now mine to own. And I didn't want to go over there by myself, but I had to. And this voice was guiding me there. It's God, whatever you want to call it. But that's what it was in me.
Do you think that's just what when you separate yourself from your ego and what your insecurities and all like if you were giving yourself advice, you would say that's what the thing is to do. So do you think that's what it was, like your subconscious or you stripped away from all the bullshit when you couldn't lie to yourself because it's a voice in your head?
That's exactly it. It's exactly it.
It knew.
It knew. I was a character. I was trying to find myself through a character. I was making different hairstyles and sagging my pants, and I was off. I was off, man. I was a clown. I was a clown, and I was like, this is not where you're supposed to be in life, man. And it's ugly when you look in that dirty mirror, and you're trying to do a new hairstyle to go to school. You know, I had a hairstyle one time where I shaved the top of my head. You know how old men had the hair like leaving their head?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I went to school with hair on the side of my head and in my back, and I shaved the whole top of my head. I went to school like that, you know. And then I had like.
What did the kids say?
I don't remember what they said, but I was just a funny dude. You know, so that was my thing. I was the funny dude that came into school, like Criss Cross came out when I was in high school. So my pants were backwards. I said, you know what? I'm gonna have my pants backwards, sag down past my ass crack, shirt turned backwards with a toothbrush in my mouth with the reverse part. The reverse part is your head is shaved and you have some hair on top. Just a little piece of hair versus like a part through hair. The part was on a bald head. So it was just, I would sit at home instead of studying. I would think about what can I do to impress the motherfucker at school? Wow. And that became my life. And it's a long road to hoe to get to the guy who says, now, you don't ever smile on any podcast. You look so serious. I look at that shit. I'm like, you motherfuckers have no idea who I am, where I've come from to get here today.
You could have probably been an entertainer.